Hello, it is Wednesday night. You are our Thrive Tribe, so that means it is Bump Date. Bump Date week number 18. I almost wrote 19, so I almost skipped one on you guys, but
That would be nice.
no, it's not true. We're on 18. Bump Date week 18. And as always, I'm sure it's going to be one full of wisdom and adventure and ice cream tonight. We've got some Ben & Jerry's PB and cookies, non-dairy.
If you've never tried it, you should try it. It's made with almond milk, but it doesn't taste like that. This is truly my favorite ice cream, and it's not because it's dairy-free. It's just because it's delicious. Because if you're eating ice cream, it doesn't matter that it's dairy-free. You're still eating a bunch of sugar. So try it.
So brought to you by Ben & Jerry's dairy-free
We should
PB
get
cookies.
sponsored by Chipotle and Ben & Jerry's.
Yeah, is it the only sponsors we had?
What?
I think it's the only sponsors we could have had so far, right? Hydro Flask. Get a Hydro Flask sponsorship for this. There we go.
If it was more acceptable, we could get a wine one.
A wine? Yeah, I don't think that would
Well,
go
that's
well
why I
with
have
Bump
ice.
Date.
That's why I have ice cream instead for a special treat.
So life is good over here. I hope you all are doing great. I stepped out of my car at one point today and realized it's not like crazy hot. I'm not immediately sweating, and fall is kind of on the way. And I really liked it. Like, it was comfortable. It was nice, but it also made me a little sad because that means summer is kind of gone.
I should have wore a scarf.
Not scarf season yet. We have way too many scarves. But life with baby week 18 means, I guess, not directly related, but it also means life with a toddler. And this is what lots of life with a toddler is like recently. I can't even pick them all up. You got rocks. Just rocks all over the house. Because he always wants to pick up rocks while we're out.
He's in a rock phase, which
He's in a hardcore rock phase.
apparently I hear it doesn't end
Yes.
for 12 years or so. So
Yeah.
that's exciting.
So he's as wild and crazy as ever this afternoon, eating lunch. Zeke is crawling up on top of the couch here behind us and either standing or laying on top of it and then spontaneously throwing himself off, which he thought was the greatest thing ever.
Yeah, that was really funny.
Yeah, it's fun.
So to pick up from,
Yes, they are. Every phase is fun. They're definitely entertaining as well. I'm sure you remember lots of rock phases and things like that.
I hope we just don't go through a bug phase.
A bug phase.
Oh my gosh, that'd be so infuriating.
You don't want bugs in the house? What about like a snake phase?
No, thank you. So do you want to pick up from last week?
Let's do it. What does that mean?
Well, last week we were about to do the delivered event.
Yes, that was last Thursday. It was awesome.
It was fun. It was fun for me to sit in and listen to. It was the first time we did this specific event.
Not just listen, participate.
Well, yeah, but it was, even though like I knew the information that you were saying, it was good to hear it again and hear it alongside other people and hear questions asked and just become more certain in our birth plan. So it was fun to be reaffirmed that home birth is what we should be doing with this birth. So that made me just more excited and fired up and just wanted to fast forward and get to the birth part.
Yeah, I remember earlier today you mentioned one of the pregnant moms that just got her first adjustment today, which is always an exciting day, getting to meet and connect and get someone started on a awesome new path to their pregnancy. Anyways, you were chatting with her afterwards, and you said you like her because she doesn't like pregnancy either, like you do. So
Mhm.
it's a bonding point.
Yeah.
You want to get to the birth, but don't really care for the pregnancy.
Yeah, which is really.
But without pregnancy, we couldn't have bump dates, and we couldn't be hanging out with all these kind folk.
I think they might be thankful for that.
I disagree. I believe all of your lives would be detrimentally impacted without bump dates in them every Wednesday, minus the ones where she's too cranky to do bump dates.
Ice cream helped this week to make me less cranky.
And we're doing bedtime.
Yeah. But I wanted to surprise you.
This makes me nervous because
No, it's actually a good surprise. He doesn't know what I'm about to.
She almost surprised, not almost, but afterwards we had the idea she should have surprised me about being pregnant on a Facebook Live.
Yeah,
because the day she told me was back in, when's Mother's Day? March? No, May.
I didn't tell you on Mother's Day.
We did a self-care webinar.
Oh.
We were doing a mom self-care webinar the day that earlier that day she told me that she was pregnant. And so afterwards we had the idea of how great it would have been to, during the self-care webinar, you could have said something like, and I need more self-care because I'm having a baby again.
Yeah.
And I have no idea what my reaction would have been
funny.
or how that would have went down. So when she says she has something to surprise me with on a Facebook Live.
Also, if anybody watched that webinar, I was pretend drinking wine.
That is true.
During that, because it
just
was like
found out.
a mom thing, and then I had just found out I was pregnant, and so I was like, well, shoot,
supposed to fake it.
Yeah. So anyway, the surprise he's gonna like because it's out of a book, and he is the biggest nerd in the entire universe. But if
you mean that in a good way?
Yes.
Okay.
If you've been following along, we have kind of been keeping up with Mama Natural. I more than you, but have loved it so far. It's super fun, week by week of your pregnancy, and walks you through it. And like week 17 was about a doula, or no, week 17 was about a baby moon, which we are not going to be having.
We had to camp.
The doula, there was a doula chapter, which was really good.
Hold on. Jake doesn't believe that you're live. Please say hi to them.
Hello.
Someone needs to explain to Jake how Facebook Live and technology works.
Hello, Jake.
Is he still using a flip phone? Maybe we can send him like a AOL instant message and tell him we're live. That's a better means of communication.
We are, in fact, live.
Yes.
So this is your surprise. I was reading this and I was like, oh my goodness. So it says, so basically every week it says, what's up with baby? It starts with what's up with baby. So what is happening with baby in utero? And then what's up with mama? What's happening to mom's body because of baby? And so this week it says that usually your size of the uterus is a plum, but now it's closer to the size of a honeydew melon. And so
it's the green cantaloupe, right?
I don't know. I don't like it. I don't think I like it. But it says that you have extra pain in your back because of this added weight. And then she says the extra weight you're carrying around combined with changes in your posture means you're getting like aches and strains. So to get some relief, you might want to schedule an appointment with a Webster certified chiropractor.
Well, how about that, Mama Natural?
Don't worry, this won't be a typical snap, crackle, and pop kind of adjustment.
I like it.
The Webster technique focuses specifically on pelvic alignment and reducing stress to the ligaments supporting your uterus, and is actually recommended by the American Pregnancy Association. And then they have the ICPAforkids.org.
There you have it.
I was like, those are people.
There you have it.
She should have just written Andrew's name right there.
A message straight from us to you via Mama Natural.
The ICPA Webster certified chiropractor.
No, I didn't know that she was that straightforward about how.
Yeah, that was like, what's up with Mama? So I just thought that was so cool because not many times do we get solid shout outs in resources. So
And a really good explanation of what Webster is.
Yeah,
Balancing the pelvis.
Not your typical snap, crackle, and pop. Which
we'll have to show. What you gonna say about those pictures?
Yes.
Oh,
it's so annoying when you read my mind. It like makes me so mad at you.
When she was getting adjusted earlier, she realized at one point, laying on her back, like lifted up her shirt, which of course made Zeke lift up his shirt, that like her uterus was pretty oblong and off-centered.
I said, "What's happening to the baby?"
It's okay. But so it made us think like, oh, let's take a picture and then take care of you, do your adjustment, and then take a picture afterwards. Honestly, I didn't expect a huge change. She's got some scoliosis, curvatures, and lots of things. She's my worst patient. So I didn't expect a huge change, but should have expected one because we took the picture beforehand, can see that torsion and tilting in the uterus, and afterwards, and everything's nice and rounded and balanced. So we'll have to share that.
Yeah.
Tomorrow or sometime soon.
Which is cool because I get regular adjustments. So it was cool to see.
But this has been, like, it was supposed to be Monday.
Well, right. But it's still, like, compared to the normal person.
Right.
I'm getting very regular adjustments. And so my body is still, like.
Going through some stuff.
It still needs them.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I thought you would appreciate that.
Lots of chiropractic shout outs on this. Love it.
You're welcome. But speaking of chiropractic, my belly is now getting bigger. So to get adjusted, I have to now use the smaller of the two pregnancy pillows, which is really comfortable actually because it's a pillow with a hole in it that you lay down and your belly goes inside of it. It reminds me of when I was pregnant with Zeke and I was at the beach with the nanny family that I was working with, and there were no chairs for me to sit in. Really cool, right? Like, don't let the pregnant nanny sit down in a chair. So I dug a hole in the sand and put a beach towel down over the hole, and everyone was really confused what was happening. There was like 13 people there. And I laid down on my stomach and put my little belly in the hole.
Made your own pregnancy pillow.
Yeah. So I am now to that point of needing a little bit of support. So
depending on the mom, usually like 15 to 18 weeks is usually when we start to show a little bit and they get uncomfortable laying on their belly. So you need to go that way. There's a mom with twins right now that we got to that point a lot faster.
That makes sense.
Belly's changing a lot quicker than that.
That makes sense.
Yeah. So rocks, ice cream. Mama Natural says we should get adjusted. What else is going on?
I want to nest. I'm nesting in my head all the time. And I say in my head because somebody is being a nest blocker and won't actually let me do anything around the house.
We are sitting in the rearranged living room.
Okay, we rearranged it months ago.
No,
I don't even think I was pregnant yet.
Pretty sure you've been pregnant forever.
No, it's just annoying because I have all of these awesome ideas. I want to build this different bookshelf so that my bookcase. Okay, then build it.
You've got to like move some stuff.
No,
and
because
measure things.
I don't want to measure things and make things to make sure it's like perfectly spaced apart.
That's how you have to do it.
No, that's how you have to do it because you're a perfectionist. And I also want to turn the third bedroom into a half nursery, half playroom where Zeke can have like climbing toys to get energy out since I'm having this baby in January. And so I proposed this idea to stick in the mud dad over here, and he just immediately was a poop pants and was not excited.
She literally she showed me these like pictures and things online. She wants to put like a jungle gym in a small bedroom.
It's a jungle gym.
It doesn't fit. It
would be a small jungle gym, but I need it.
It doesn't fit. I'm not the one determining.
You can't say it doesn't fit because I asked Pop, my dad, Zeke's grandfather, this baby's grandfather, what he thought about building this thing, and he said he would do it.
Well, he can build one that fits.
Well, obviously he would build one that fits.
That's different than buying one that does not fit.
I didn't say buy one. I said build one. So nesting is going well.
I'm very supportive of the appropriate nesting activities.
What is an appropriate nesting
That is my
activity?
official stance on the matter.
What is an appropriate nesting activity?
A bookshelf and some minor rearranging.
It's like he hasn't been through this before. In his
Last time
defense,
we moved.
yeah, last time I got major nesting because we actually moved across.
Got major nesting like it's some sort of
No,
disease.
well, it is kind of a disease. No, I mean like my nesting was taken care of majorly because we moved houses when I was 34 weeks pregnant, and we moved from Atlanta to Illinois, and so I had an entire house to arrange and unpack and sort.
we did completely redo the nursery room that he never spent a night of his life in.
Not one night. I didn't even change a single diaper in there, but I had Andrew paint the nursery and like hang up
beautifully arranged picture collages.
Not one
worthwhile.
Night. And then we moved here, and he said, "Do you want me to paint the nursery?" And I said, "No, that's a lot of work."
There's no nursery.
Yeah. So nesting is hitting hard. Pinterest is
dangerous.
Haven't actually done anything to nest, like I said, but
except rearrange the living room, buy a new rug.
The inspiration is there. Other than that, I feel like it's been pretty mellow.
Do you like being in the office still?
Some days. Most days.
These are the people that you're seeing over the office. Be careful here.
No, I like it when it's busy and Zeke has people to play with and I have people to talk to. The afternoons/evenings just get rough because Zeke has nap time and then I want to get home and prep dinner because I know if I don't, then we're going to be up late. So,
or eating Chipotle on 9 o'clock BUMPdate.
So I just get antsy. So it would be nice to not do that super late, but.
So if you're coming in the evenings, be extra nice to Laura because you might be grumpy.
Or just bring me food for dinner.
Always an option, really, whether or not she's there. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's pretty boring.
No, it's an adventure.
But day in and day out is pretty boring.
What else am I share? Is life good with you all? Just talking to a screen. We had nursing webinar yesterday. That was awesome.
Oh yeah,
I mentioned that.
That was actually really valuable. I was walking through Target listening to this nursing webinar and bought a lot of things.
Very BUMPdate related because BUMPdate's about having new babies and then you nurse new babies.
Yes. But Emily Platts spoke with Andrew on this webinar and she has a ton of different backgrounds. So she's not only a mama of twins and an older girl, a little HA League leader, a certified lactation consultant, but she's also a labor and delivery nurse. Is that what they're called? Yeah, labor and delivery nurse, which I feel is unheard of, that you get the hospital setting perspective as well as like crunchy mama perspective. Yeah, so
most of the HA League leaders are but they don't have the medical training or background.
Yeah, so it was good to just hear her perspective because she sees it from all angles all the time, lives it,
and then works with a lot of moms.
Too. Whatever. So
we went through pretty much everything you'd want to know about breastfeeding. Problems that might come up, what you can do about it, why you should do certain things or not do certain things. Lots of really, really, really good stuff. It went way longer than I expected it to because a lot of you were tuning in with questions and comments and thoughts from your own experience that was awesome because then we got to address and help those. And when you get a bunch of crazy people like us together who love talking about weird breastfeeding stuff and nursing and supporting moms, we get all fired up and passionate, and then it's hard to stop. So it runs almost an hour, but it is worth every second of it. You get some cameos from her two twins that were there with us that, as you would expect during a nursing webinar, were, of course, nursing the majority of the time. Not the majority, but once we were like 20 minutes in, one of the boys wanted to nurse most of the time. So that was fun. But yeah, much thanks and appreciation for her sharing all that information with you all.
Yeah.
So check that out there. Share it with moms who are either expecting or just had a baby or working on their nursing relationship, because the sucky comments that we saw during that were like, oh my gosh, I wish I had this information earlier, or I was forced into these decisions because I didn't know any better. And that's why we do stuff like that, because we hate hearing the regret later on, and I want to do something about it and change it. So that's what we're going to do. All right. That's life with us. Hope you all are good. We signing out. All right.
Our ice cream is gone.
Bedtime over here.
We got to go.
One bite of ice cream left. I'm glad. I was surprised I got any, so I'll take it. But thanks for tuning in. Thanks for hanging out with us. Yes, Jake, Facebook Live does exist. And we will see you guys next week. Have a good one.